The disappearance of Elsa Marina Murillo Ferreira. It's a troubling case that has left her family and investigators without any answers. Elsa, a 43-year-old mother of three, vanished on March 11th of 2022 after last being seen at the Washlandia laundromat on Hillcroft Street in Houston, Texas. Now, surveillance camera captured her completing her laundry and then noted her driving away in her black 2016 Nissan Altima. However, she never made it home. Days later, her children discovered that her car had been towed from an apartment complex about 15 miles away from the laundromat. And here's the oddity: her freshly folded clothes were still in the vehicle, but there was no sign of Elsa herself. The discovery of her car raised more questions than answers, as there were no clear signs of foul play. Elsa had no known connections in that area, which further left her family even more confused about why the car was there, why it was abandoned, and most importantly of all, where was Elsa? Elsa's family is adamant, they are firm, that she would never leave her children voluntarily. They describe her as a dedicated, loving, and attentive mother. Now, they suspect that something went terribly wrong, but so far, no solid leads have emerged. For you that are listening to this video, what do you think happened to her? I mean, the car was abandoned, but the clothes are in the car and she's nowhere to be found. Now, her case remains open, and both the Houston Police Department and Texas FBI are searching for any kind of clues on her whereabouts. The investigators are treating this case as an endangered missing persons case. Elsa's disappearance continues to be a painful mystery. If you have any information regarding her or her disappearance, please contact the Houston Police Department. Please contact them now over anything small you may know about or have heard about. This would help. This would help to diminish some of the agony of her family and friends who miss her, dreadfully miss her. Thank you. Jackie Olivia Alvarez went missing on February 16th of 2021 from Los Angeles County, California. At that time, she was 32 years old. Her family's last communication with her was through a Facebook message, which, after she vanished, her account was deactivated shortly thereafter. Yes. So after she vanished, less than a day later, her Facebook account was deactivated. Doesn't make sense. The sudden halt in communication was extremely concerning, as Jackie had always maintained contact with her loved ones. She is described as a 5'1" Caucasian woman with brown hair and green eyes, weighing about 120 pounds. She also uses several variations of her name, such as Jackie or Jacqueline. Little information is available about the when, why, and what of her disappearance, making it very difficult for investigators to track down any solid leads. Now, she was believed to be in the LA area when she went missing, but since then, no significant developments or sightings have been reported. The Oxnard Police Department, they're leading this investigation, but so far, there have been no breakthroughs. What makes Jackie's case perplexing is the abrupt deactivation of her Facebook account. This suggests that either someone she knew or someone who had access to her Facebook profile suddenly stopped her Facebook profile from functioning. Her family has been left in agony without any clear indication of where she might be, where she may have gone, or what could have happened to her. Nobody seems to know anything. Now, as her case remains unresolved, her loved ones continue to seek public assistance in locating her, hoping that someone will come forward with some bit of information. Jackie's disappearance remains a tragic mystery, which just highlights the vulnerabilities of all of us. Please, if you have any information regarding her disappearance, please contact the Oxnard Police Department. Thank you. Sandra A. Eckerd, a 70-year-old woman from Franklin, Wisconsin. She went missing on March 26th of 2021, and now her case has been suspected to be a homicide. Sandra was last seen at her home following an argument with her husband, a Wes Eckerd, about his late mother's will. According to Wes, Sandra was frustrated that he refused to contest the will, and after the argument, she threatened, "You will hear from my lawyer." She then left the room, dressed in a navy blue North Carolina Tar Heels jacket, black leggings, and colorful sneakers. And it appeared she seemed to be ready to leave to go somewhere. Wes claims, her husband, he claims that when he woke up the next morning, she was gone. And she had taken his car, a gray 2005 Dodge Stratus. Despite him taking her keys the night before, she took his car, per Wes. Police later tracked the car via surveillance at about 3 a.m. on March 22nd, showing it had traveled through nearby towns. Now, neither Sandra nor the car have been found since. Suspiciously, Sandra's phone, bank accounts, and social media have remained inactive since her disappearance. Now, this case took a turn when police identified two persons of interest in connection to her disappearance, indicating, as was noted, that foul play was likely involved. Authorities have executed search warrants, including one for a house in the Waukesha, Wisconsin area, further solidifying the theory that Sandra may have met with foul play. Family members, especially her children, have been very vocal about the pain and frustration with the case's progress. Some even believe that Sandra's disappearance could be linked to someone she knew. Her daughter, in particularly, expressed gratitude for the investigators' efforts and vowed to keep fighting until her mother receives her due justice. As of today, the case remains unsolved, but police continue to investigate it as a homicide, urging anyone with information to please come forward. Sandra's disappearance is a chilling reminder of how quickly someone can vanish and the agonizing uncertainty it leaves behind for family and friends. It can be devastating. If you have any information regarding her case, please contact the authorities for her case. At that time, Sandra is a white female, 70 years old, 5'7", 130 pounds. The vehicle she is connected to is a gray 2005 Dodge Stratus, Wisconsin plate number 319LGT, 319 Libra Golf Tango. She has blonde hair and green eyes. Her ears are both pierced. If you have any information, please contact the Franklin Police Department at 414 425 2522. Thank you very much. Missing and then resolved. This is a case of Caitlin Case. In August of 2022, this 33-year-old woman from Houma, Louisiana disappeared while on a road trip from Louisiana to Colorado. Caitlin was last in contact with her family on August 5th while traveling on back roads through rural Texas. After losing phone service, all communication with her stopped, leaving her family worried and very concerned. Days later, on August 12th, her black GMC Envoy was found crashed near the banks of the Kiamichi River in Oklahoma, but Caitlin was nowhere to be found. Despite extensive searches by local law enforcement, family, and friends, no trace of Caitlin could be discovered at that time. They just could not find her. The vehicle she had been left in a remote rural area where Caitlin had no known connections, no friends, no one there she would have known, which just further heightened suspicions. Her loving father Gordon led several searches, expressing his firm belief that somebody else was involved in her disappearance, as her SUV seemed to have been concealed on purpose. This search took a tragic turn in October of 2023, when human remains were discovered near the location where Caitlin's car had been found the previous year. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation positively identified the remains of Caitlin through dental records. Although the discovery brought some semblance of closure, it only deepened the mystery. Caitlin's family strongly believes that foul play was involved and continues to push for justice. Before I go on, I want to know what you believe out there. And please put it in your comments. I'm curious about what you think happened to her, how it happened, where it happened, even why it happened. Please let me know. Caitlin's story, it resonates deeply with many families who faced a harrowing experience of a loved one gone missing, and her case has brought attention to the struggles they endure in seeking answers. Her family is determined to find out what happens, and they are unwavering as the investigation into her cause of death continues. This heartbreaking case reminds us of how fragile life is and the emotional toil that unresolved disappearances have on families, driving home the importance of seeking justice for those who have gone missing. Thank you.